Hello and welcome to Yo-tas Kitchen. Today I'm going to be making artichoke with fava beans and potatoes in lemon sauce and dill. I'm also going to be adding some chopped meat, stew meat with it, just to put a few more contents or some more ingredients in there, but you can make this without any meat. Just follow all the directions. The only thing you're not going to put in is the meat, and that's beef, stew meat. But I wanted to show you the artichoke and how to clean an artichoke. This, of course, I bought. You can tell that it's a little old, meaning that it was out a little bit, or it had been picked, not too long ago, but not like fresh yesterday. That's why you see the little black lines on it, or the little black lines. Artichokes, once you cut them, they automatically turn brown. So you have to have some lemon water in there, prepared. For instance, I have already several cut, and I have them in lemon water, but you can see that they still turn brown. It's just something that happens. Don't be alarmed. You can still use them. And even though I squeezed a half a lemon in there, I also put the lemon in there to just give it a little more lemon flavor. But I wanted to show you how to clean an artichoke. So how I do it is I first cut the stem off. I went a little too deep, but it doesn't matter because I didn't go all the way through. And then you just take some of the petals off, and be careful because they have little pricks on the end that can really pinch you. So then I cut it at an angle, and I do this because I don't want to ruin all of the artichoke or get rid of all of the artichoke. I want to use as much as I can, and of course I'm not going to be able to use all of it. So what I end up doing is just cutting off the tip, and I cut off the tip because it has the little pricks on top of it. It pinches you, so you don't want that in your food. You don't want to be eating that. And if you see, the artichoke has like a little purple right in the middle. You don't want any of that in your food. So what you're going to end up doing is just cutting it again one more time. You see that? That you want to take out, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. I don't know if this is salvageable. That means that the artichoke is a little old. That's why you see the purple in there, starting to mature. And I'm going to use some of these petals, not all of them, because they're still good. And I'm going to throw them in my, see how that attached to me? That's the little pinchy thing at the end. You're going to take your spoon and you are going to dig that out. Until all of that hair or that fiber is out, when you no longer see it. And you see that artichoke? It looks white now, but it's going to get dark pretty soon, and you can see it, it's already darkening. So then I'm going to just take my knife and just cut off the edges until all that green is gone. Okay, so even at the bottom, just make sure all of it is off, because you want the soft of the heart, or the heart of the artichoke. So just continue taking that top off. See how dark that got so quick? And that's what's going to happen to yours, so don't be alarmed. You're not going to throw it out. You're not going to just get rid of it just because of that. Okay, so I'm going to just take it think I have all the fibers out, and I'm going to just stick it in my lemon water. Then I have the stem. You see how dark that got? It was only a few minutes. I'm going to cut the stem off. I'm going to cut a little more. See that right there? Just cut it. You might not be able to use it. A little bit. You're going to save whatever you can, because you're going to want as much artichoke as you can put in there, because as you can see, look at all this waste from the artichoke, and you want to use whatever you can. So I'm going to throw this out, and then I'll show you the kukia. I have a few more I have a few more artichokes to clean, but I don't want to, take too much on showing you how to clean the next artichoke, since I already showed you how to clean one. But I'll be back and I'll show you how to clean the kukia. Hello, and here are the fava beans, or the kukia. And I remember when I was a little girl, my yaya used to, and my papu too, of course, he used to plant them. And I remember there were times where we had fields of kukia growing. And basically, they're like pea pods almost, they have their pod, and then you open them, and they look like a little toe. And this is fresh, and that's what I'm going to be using for this recipe, but this is what they look like. These are fava beans, or kukia in Greek. So I'm going to put that aside, and I wanted to show you fava beans that you can purchase. This was Red Mill, and you can see they have the same shape as the fresh one, except that they're dried, and they took that little end off. They also took off the shell. There was a shell above this. As you can see in the fresh one, this becomes harder, and it's a shell. And here it is with the shell on, and that little strip missing. That little toenail, I would say, as it looks like a toe. But anyway, so these are 3 different types of kukia. The fresh, the kukia or the fava bean with the shell still on it, and a kuki or fava bean with no shell. They took it all off. This one the one with no shell tends to disintegrate when you're cooking it. So it doesn't usually keep its shape when you're cooking it. The one with the shell does keep its shape because it has the shell, and of course you don't eat the shell once you make your meal, whatever you make with it. There'll probably be other segments at Yo-tas Kitchen where I show you, let's say, another recipe with kukia. But anyway, we are using fresh today, and I will be back when I have all of them cleaned, and I'll show you the other ingredients that I'm using for this dish. Thank you.